Peace, what's up? This is Rival, repping B-Boy B-Girl lifestyle, and inside the Cypher, we're here with
Richard Santiago. In the b-boy scene, they know me as Break Easy, as a b-boy and as a rocker and just overall dancer.
Word. So we're just connecting out here with him to talk a little bit about the rock dance, some of the concepts and the movement within rock dance. I'm sure that he's seen it for some time as I'm learning more and more about it. So I'd like to just get some insight as far as what we're trying to do with a certain movement, which is called pit rocking. Now, pit rocking is not a style; it's just an idea of a concept where it comes from within a circle. Usually, when the circles get tight, there's not a lot of room for dancing, and in those circles, you're actually rocking and or burning. So I just wanted to, ask him what he thought in regards to that concept, the lineage behind those ideas, and we can develop more conversation.
Cool. When it comes to the rock dance and stuff, it's an understanding that it's a face-off between two dancers. You break off by doing your introduction, which is normally the freestyle, unless there's an initial break that the DJ cuts in. But you normally start off with a freestyle. That means you show your unorthodox jerks, unorthodox drops, and you're just musically accompanying the music that's being played. You're being creative with it when it comes to all the freestyle. In other words, you incorporate a little bit of lindy, a little bit of all the Latin dances that you may have, some montuno, rumba, guaguancó, something song, or in my case, being Andean, which is an Indian from Peru. I would do a bomba or huayno or un vals in my movement. Again, it's freestyle, it's being creative. It's not limiting yourself to doing it one way for a particular set dance. Although the main influences are all those mix that we call salsa. Then you have your drops. That's the part where you're not doing no spasm, no hand movement. It's just a simple drop, and it could be a side step drop, an in-place drop, or forward and drop. And then you have your jerk. That's a Bushwick crossover jerk or a simple jerk with turns. That's fine. In the end, what you do is when you have a face-off, an opponent that you dance to, or maybe a partner that you dance with, it's not that it's in the circle, it's just a face-off. It's a face-to-face. It's like a boxer in a ring. The ring is not a circle, but it's just the space in which you go head-to-head. And that moment is where you listen to the music, really listen to music, and incorporate how you communicate with that opponent. Now, the burn factor is how you humiliate your opponent. It could be something very amorous if you want to pick up a date, or you can make your opponent, if it's a male, then shape him like a girl, stuff, slice him, get in him, keep it back. You could humiliate him in that fashion. Or you could take a nice little roll, tap him on the neck, stroke him. Or take a little pea, put it in a cup, shoot it, pop, and make it into a pea shooter. There's many different ways that you can gesture your burn. Now the concept of pit dancing, or what they call a burn or get burned, to my understanding, that concept of burn to get burned is just a piece of just the burning factor. Maybe it could be a drop, maybe it could be a jerk, maybe it could be a freestyle, but it's the concept of just being able to burn the person non-stop, and it's consecutive on the burn, on the burn, on the burn. So that, to my understanding, that I know the first person that came up with that concept of burn and get burned was a little bit of a Spin's idea to come up with that, for Mastermind. How I feel on it, I feel like when it comes to the rock dance, that it should encompass the balance of everything. It shouldn't just be just one segment of it. Now we're just trying to highlight the burn factor. Okay, you can be close to close. I've been in tight places where I had to outdance the other person, and it was through humiliating, but I would humiliate them through the dance that they would do. If they try to do something on me, I'll take it and flip it right back on them and stuff, and then incorporate that little mixture and exchange. In other words, the more movement or the more vocabulary of movement, you can speak much better than your opponent. If he's going to go and then, and you're coming with more than just an and then, or a repetition of a move. You want to be able to keep that exchange going. And sometimes people think that it's at the same time. No. There was times where you were limited for space. So what you would do is you will alternate. I do my set, dance freestyle, do my combinations, boom, and throw one simple burn at him or her. Then they will get off and do their step and do their combination of burns to respond to what we're doing. So now you have an exchange of dialogue. You know, you have an exchange of mutual respect. The thing is, the audience is the one that's going to judge. Wow, I like this combination. I like this particular flow. I like this burning time.
I understand. Because I'm using my experience. What introduced me to the actual dance was seeing people burning each other, and I've noticed that same factor throughout generations is what attracts dancers to this dance. For the most part, not primarily everyone, but people see it and they're like, "What is that?" And then they start asking questions because of what they saw through the actions of burning. So I figure, let's use that idea that captures everyone's attention, which is the burns, and let's use that as an educational module, an educational platform to be like, okay, you guys really want to understand why people burn and why burns are done this way, and this idea, let's give you something to research, let's give you some history, let's give you un porqué, right? And then at that point, people start appreciating the dance a little bit more. So that's why even in this moment, instead of me going and saying, oh, I use these dances however I want and do what I want, that's not what I'm trying to do. That's not what I think is respectable to do in a community that has been growing this dance and this movement to just be like somebody that comes out of left and learns a dance and say, oh, I'm gonna do it however I want. No, you pay homage, you ask questions to the people who actually participate and live day in and day out this lifestyle, whatever is it their lifestyle is, and include everybody into what's going on. So that's why I reach out to you and other pioneers of the dance to hear what your opinion is, how to make things work within everyone, where everyone's like, hey, you know what, I respect that. I might not want to do that, but I respect it because of whatever reason. You know?
Yeah, the concept of using that as a doorway, because when everyone sees, from my opinion, when I see the b-boy community moving into the rock community, it's because now they get to have a deeper understanding of what it is to jerk. What these guys love is that jerk movement of how the body shifted, not like it was before they would shuffle down, but the fact of the footwork movement, in addition to some quick burns. B-boys have been doing burns for years. They've always done the little up your butt, or off, or I'll cut you, or I'll shoot you, or a baseball bat. They do that in other dances as well, not just the rock. Peace. Break easy out. Much love to Rival for this interview. Thank you very much, hermano. And that's another one that's up and coming. And look at his flow. He learned from some of the masters, and now he's trying to appreciate and redevelop who he is, not just clone the same movement. Change it up, make it yours.
Peace, y'all.